I like to broadcast about positive and cheerful subjects, but today I am bringing you some devastating breaking news. As you may already know, here in the Sunshine State, we're experiencing the biggest and the most horrific wildfires in California's history. 3 of California's biggest fires ever are raging right now as we speak. Altogether, today, 17 wildfires are burning out of control. The state's biggest blaze of ever, the ranch fire, for example, destroyed 300,000 acres. You can believe that? 300,000 acres. The numbers are staggering. The fires have burned over 688,000 acres and damaged or destroyed 2,000 homes and structures and claimed many lives. Over 13,000 firefighters are on the front lines, and the smoke from the 17 fires chokes the state. Pollutants from the fires could impact millions of people, especially children and the elderly like myself. These fires are spreading rapidly, devastating everything in their path, including homes, cars, wildlife, horses, pets, and people. Small communities and entire towns are wiped off the map. Sadly, 15 people lost their lives, including firefighters, parents, and children. This horrendous tragedy is costing the states of California billions of dollars. President Donald Trump declared state of emergency as 200,000 people were evacuated as a safety precaution. Jerry Brown, California's governor, stated that the devastating wildfires are a new normal for California due to the climate change, and suggested that we better get used to it. Get used to it? Are you kidding? We should watch them from the comfort of our living room on the TV screen as people lose everything they ever worked for, everything they ever had, including their lives? No, no, no. I won't settle for this, and you shouldn't either. Let's all unite, fight global warming, and make a difference together. Since last Monday, we're fighting 6 new forest fires. They're spreading fast, and flames are spiraling out of control, devouring everything in their path. In San Diego, for instance, one of the fires consumed a large horse ranch in less than 30 minutes. Less than 30 minutes, can you believe that? Despite the fear, the chaos, and the panic, 500 animals were saved from the burning death. Unfortunately, not all were so lucky, and many more animals and pets lost their lives as they attempted to run to safety. Some people were so traumatized and panic-stricken that they ran straight into the fire and were burned alive, charred beyond recognition. We saw a heartwarming rescue as a big-hearted young man saved a frightened little bunny by risking his own life. However, the heroes of the day are the brave firemen who are courageously battling the raging inferno that is burning out of control despite their unmeasurable efforts. Strong winds are battering California, making the job even harder. To top all of this, we're experiencing unprecedented heat waves that makes the unfortunate fireman's job nearly impossible. Keep in mind that their uniforms are terribly warm and the equipment is bulky and heavy that they have to carry through the rugged terrains. How much they sweat as they get overheated, cutting through bushes, shoveling dirt on the steep slopes and rugged terrains. Some get sick, heat stroke, or even faint in this unbearable heat wave we're experiencing right now. My heart goes out to them. Would you believe nearby Death Valley hit 119 degrees record high temperature? It's unbelievable. There are many fires burning around Los Angeles, but here at my home, I feel secure. However, we have a bunch of tall trees here behind me, as you can see, that could burn in case of a fire. We still can smell a strong odor of smoke. Our air quality is unhealthy, even here near the ocean. And the mornings, our cars are covered with ashes that the wind blows over here. But I am terribly saddened to know that not far from here, people are fighting for their lives. Just think for a second, how would you feel seeing your home burn in front of your eyes as the flames are devouring everything you ever worked for, the fruit of your lifelong hard labor? The fire consumes within minutes your memories, your furniture, your family album, and your best friend, your loving pet. Everything you loved is gone, gone forever. The streets, the trees, the cars are all charred and burned around you. The ash-covered ruins of devastation look like if it was dusted with a blanket of grey snow. This surrealistic, eerie landscape looks if it were hit by an atomic bomb. The fires are also burning out of control at nearby Corona and Lake Elsinore, where trees are charred, homes are destroyed, and the hellish inferno claimed 8 lives. A whole family burned alive, the mother and 2 little children. The fire surrounded their home so fast that it was too late for them to escape. The grief-stricken grandfather listened on his iPhone from another town helplessly to their plea for help and their terrifying screams as the fire claimed them until their voices grew silent and only the crackling sound of the fire was heard.
When my wife called me and said, "You got to get here, the fire's coming up the hill." I was talking to my little grandson on the phone. He's saying, "Grandpa, please, you got to come and help us. The fire's at the back door. Come and get us." I said, "I'm close by, son. I'm trying to get in there." I said, "I'm right by you, honey. Just hold on."
It is devastating to know that 90% of the fires are results of human negligence and of the evil work of an arsonist. One of these fires was started by a 51-year-old arsonist who had threatened his neighbors with burning down their homes out of spite. Why? Because he was precluded from lighting a barbecue in front of his home surrounded by dry brush at the edge of a forest that was dangerous. After many threats, he finally fulfilled his promise and burned down the neighboring homes out of spite and revenge. He was arrested and he was put in jail, hopefully for the rest of his life. But there were brighter moments as well, as the handsome movie star Rob Lowe was spotted joining the front lines, hose in hand. Later that evening, he invited the fire crew over to his house for a dinner to show his appreciation for all they have done for the community. The deadly firestorms and the brutal heat waves are the direct result of global warming. We are in a process of preparing a separate broadcast on this subject in order to spread awareness about the need to unite and to try to save our dying planet. Please watch for it, will you? But for now, I would like to finish this report on the California fires by a more uplifting thought. The positive side of this devastating tragedy is that people of all walks of life got together and came to help others, regardless of political, religious, or ethnic differences. It is very touching and heartwarming for me to see that when tragedy strikes, people rise to the occasion and unite.